So obviously if you clicked on this video, you want to know how to get best concert experience, how to meet your idol, etc. And I'm just gonna go through all of that, so just bear with me. I have so many experiences of myself to share with you guys. So let's get to the chase and get started. To meet your idol and to get the best concert experience, you want to remain these three things: calm, confident, and collected. Because obviously there's gonna be security guards, you're gonna have to get around, and etc. So you have your story straight. If you're confident, if you're calm, you're not freaking out or anything like that, your chances of it working are a lot higher. So just make sure you remember those three things. Okay, so a while ago I went to a Justin Bieber concert with my friend, and we had general tickets, we bought tickets, and our plan was to sneak into the meet and greet. When we got to the venue, we found the meet and greet line. We got in the line, and it was pretty much like a cluster of people. So we're like, oh, this is great. Like, it's not single file. Like, we're just gonna blend in, right? We're just gonna stay calm, confident, just blend in. And then the head security guard was like, all right, guys, single file line. We're checking all these wristbands. And we're like, what? The security guards actually ripped off our bands. We did not give up. That's one thing that you need to keep in mind. Do not give up, okay? So we were kind of waiting like near the line, whatever. We were like, okay, plan B, plan B. So my friend and I were like, okay, we need to get through those doors without anyone seeing us. There were about 3 security guards there, but they were all by the line of people checking the meet and greets. And the wall of doors extended. So we were like, okay, let's just try, when they're not looking, try and pass through those doors. And we did. We got through the doors. Like, oh my God, my heart was like pumping out of my chest. It was insane. We were about to go down the stairs, and there's another security guard there, which kind of makes sense because meet and greets are expensive. So the guy was like, no, girls, like, you gotta go back. You can't really argue with security. You can't push the envelope because then that might get you kicked out of the entire concert. We didn't want to risk that. We were really upset because we're both huge fans of Justin. So we started to cry, and we were like so frustrated. We're like, oh, I really wish this could work. A security guard, he was really nice. He came over and he was like, girls, like, what's wrong? We didn't have a plan C. This was our plan C made up while it was happening. My friend was like, yeah, we bought these meet and greets, on the street for $500, and we just figured out they were fake. So then the security guard came back with the manager of TD Garden. And this is when things get pretty serious. So she came over, she was like, girls, like, what's wrong? What's the problem? And my friend explained to her what the story was. So she took us back to her office, and she told us that if she could find any extra meet and greets that weren't sold, that she would give them to us. So my friend and I were psyched. We were like, oh my gosh, like, this might work. She made a few phone calls, and she told us sadly there weren't any meet and greets left. Then she was like, but I can do something else for you guys. I can upgrade your tickets. She did her little on the computer phone calls. We were sitting there, and she was like, okay, I found 2 seats that weren't bought. Let me see your tickets. She marked up our tickets, and we got our tickets significantly upgraded. We were now really close to the stage, not on the floor, but like the first tier. So we went to our seats, and it was amazing. Even though we didn't get to meet him, it was an incredible experience. I will never forget what that lady had done for us. It, taught me something. When you go to a concert, even though it's a sold out show, not everyone's gonna show up. So the chances of you finding a seat that is empty, significantly closer than your seat that you had bought in, you can get up and move. Just make sure that no one, is sitting there. Obviously, if the people come, you have to move because they paid for those tickets. So next is my Jacob Whitesides concert. So yeah, I went to a Jacob Whitesides concert alone this past winter, and it was in a little like venue in Boston. It was at like a cafe venue. It's a lot easier to manage your way through a concert if you're alone. And I had meet and greets. I actually had bought in meet and greets for this. It also included like early admission, and there wasn't seats, it was just kind of like standing. I got to meet Jacob in the beginning of the show through the meet and greet. So that was awesome. I got to meet him. It was only about 10 seconds, but honestly, it meant the world to me. So then I went into the early admission. Since I was alone, it was a lot easier to maneuver my way around. So I kind of squeezed up front. The concert was amazing. I'll try and put pictures here. After the concert ended, all the girls rushed outside to wait by his bus to try and like meet him as he was leaving the venue and onto the bus. So I just stayed there like by the stage, and I was texting my mom, was like, concert ended, blah blah. And as I looked up from my phone from texting my mom, I saw him, and I was like the only girl there because all the other girls left to wait by his bus. So I like looked up and I was like, hi. I like waved to him because he's backstage, and he ran over to me and we actually got to talk. He's so cool, he's so nice. A group of girls like ran over. I like jumped on the stage with him and I was like, asked a girl, I was like, can you take a picture of us? So I'll put that picture there. So I actually got to meet him twice. The second time was a lot better because security wasn't like rushing you. Generally, artists aren't gonna go where the crowd is because they want to avoid you know, mobbing and such. So yeah. So next was in March, I went to an Ariana Grande concert with my sister. So the concert was at the DCU Center in Worcester, Massachusetts. And I had bought in floor seats and my sister had bought in different seats which were cheaper. Before the concert started, everyone was by the barricade because it was a barricade and then the stage was right there. And so I was like leaning up against the barricade with like a ton of other people sitting in that section. So then there was a security guard who came over and was like, only if you're in seat 1, you can stand by the barricade. So I was like, what? Oh my God, you've gotta be kidding me. I'm seat 5. So seat 1 is closest to the stage. So it's like seat 1, seat 2, seat 3, seat 4, seat 5. So I was 5 seats away from the stage, so I couldn't like stand by the barricade. And I was like, okay, maybe I can like squeeze in there like when the concert starts, whatever. But no, they were handing out wristbands, neon pink wristbands to the people that were in seat 1 only, so only they got to stand by the barricade. I turned on my little noggin and I was like, I need to figure out how I'm gonna get a wristband. So the guy came around and was like, I'm seat 1, like I thought you were talking about my sister, she's up there, she's in like seat 5. He was like, okay, I need to see your ticket. So another security guard came over and I was like, I'm like seat 1, I need like a wristband. I don't have my ticket to show because it's with my sister. My sister has my ticket, she's like up there. So he was like, okay, like unfortunately I'm not the one giving out wristbands, but I'll talk to him. The guy came over, he's like, listen, you need to tell your sister, come down here and show the ticket. You're not getting a wristband unless I see your ticket. So I was like, my phone is dead. The nice security guard who said that he didn't have the power to give out wristbands, he was like, okay, like, don't worry about it. Then the dick security guard came over and he talked to the nice security guard and they gave me a wristband. And I was like, holy crap, that actually worked. So then Cashmere Cat opened up for Ariana Grande. He came out, it was awesome. I was standing by the barricade, whatever. After Cashmere Cat, the security guard told us that we all had to go to our seats before Ariana Grande came out. So I was like, oh God, I'm seat number 5 and I have a wristband and they're gonna know I'm seat number 5 when I sit down. So all the seats were taken. Like seat 1 of my row was taken by a 6-year-old girl. And I wish I was kidding. Whoever had bought the ticket next to me never showed up. So my sister and I sat next to each other and I kind of like laid low. I was like, oh, hey, what's up, guys? Then the concert started, and I kind of like managed my way up to the barricade because I had my wristband. The younger girl who was like sitting, she didn't have a wristband, so I was like, oh, like I talked to mom, was like, she can like go in front of me, you know, in the barricade because I had the wristband and she was supposed to get the wristband. So I let her like go in front of me, whatever. I was still super close, and she was literally 6 years old, so my view wasn't obstructed or anything. Ariana Grande came out, and oh my god, it was the best concert I have ever gone to. And that's not even an exaggeration. It was amazing. It was filled with crying, screaming, singing. Oh my god, it was awesome. During one last time, she came over in her cute little outfit by the catwalk, which was where I was standing, and she reached down and touched my hand and sang to me. And immediately after that, I fell to the ground crying and screaming, and I couldn't breathe. My sister literally had to run over, and my sister luckily got it on video. I wasn't even thinking of taking a video. I was just like, oh my god, there's a goddess in front of me. So yeah, those were my experiences. Just keep in mind those things I told you. Go to concerts alone, it's a lot easier. Also, stay calm, cool, confident, because again, security can smell fear. Always keep an eye out for open seats. Be respectful for the security because it's their job, honestly. Don't put yourself or anyone else in danger to, you know, get anything more. Just be happy and grateful that you're at the concert. Another thing is, if you go to a concert, have fun, dance, sing. No one likes to stand next to someone who's few pictures and videos is fine, but just don't waste the whole time on your phone. So that concludes my how to get the best concert experience, how to sneak into meet and greets. Hopefully it works for you. Maybe it didn't work for me. The Justin Bieber one didn't work for me, but I was so close. I have hope that you guys can do it. I hope this video helped, and leave a comment below if you have any other tips or questions that I may be able to answer. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Instagram, Twitter, my Snapchat, they're all Ariana X100. I'm gonna be making weekly videos this summer. I'm gonna be doing challenges, vlogs, DIYs, literally anything you guys wanna see. Thank you so much for watching this whole video. If you got until this point, you're awesome. I will see you guys very soon.